Three centre seat PR6s evolved from the Radical Pro Sport, the second model, and so it's been incredible since 1996 when we first saw these cars. So what an amazing history they've had. So here they come then.
Yeah, the Leon Morel Racing Team dominating proceedings here as the race gets underway. It's a good start from Leon Morel. Yeah. Charles Hall, always a bit locked up there, and there's a spinner further back. There's 2 or 3 cars that are off. There's 3 of them scattering onto the grass. There's
Doug Carter's
backwards. Yeah, Doug Carter's one of them. We've got
another one.
3 cars that are stranded there, and I think that was all started really by Charles Hall even locking up a little bit. I thought through the target, and I think everyone else reacted to that, and we had several cars.
And Morel had gone flying through on the inside, which meant that there was a sort of a fairly compromised. And I think that has Carter's car taken a knock?
I think it has. We've got the safety car board being prepared here. Side by side though for second position as they head through Peel. And I think that might have been Pedro Oliveira trying to get around, and he can't do that now. Not now the yellows are out. In fact, was it Pedro Oliveira? Yes, it was Pedro Oliveira getting ahead of Aaron Rose. Charles Hall had certainly dropped well back. Leon Morel coming through to complete lap number 1, confronted by the safety car yellow flags. So they're going through here. Doug Carter's car, I think, is the only one left at the side of the circuit now. Yeah. But that does need outside assistance to be recovered, I think.
There was a black and yellow car that was involved as well, but that got pushed off.
Number 2 has also had a spin. That's Bill Patterson, the driver from Livingston in his PR6. So he's gone off as well. That's up at Rocket. So he's facing the wrong direction as well. First time racing in the Bike Sports Championship, but a long time competitor north of the border. There is Charles Hall. He's come into the pit lane then. So obviously had some dramas that caused him to, whether it was lock up or some smoke, to come out anyway into the first corner. And the LM Racing team jacking that car up. They're looking at the left rear. I think that's where the smoke issued from. At the back of the group there is the 82 Nicholas Bailey SRV Super. Charles Hall's been sent back out into the race there. I don't think they've made any changes to it.
And there's trucks going in both directions here.
And one marshal there is doing very well to push Bill Patterson's car solo out of the way with Bill aboard as well.
Charles Hall will be back on the
be on the lead lap, won't he?
He'll be tagged on to the back of the Crocodile before too long, because there's one truck going out that way. Carter's car has been shifted.
Got one coming in as well, which is number 24, which is Ian Charles. He's into the pit lane as well.
So where did the black, white and yellow car go then?
I don't know.
Got full course caution and nothing on the timing screen. So
yes.
Which is a bit odd.
Yes, yeah, although they're now coming through to complete 2 laps, there's been nothing shown on our timing screen at all. So TSL, unfortunately, not recording the positions. So I probably should have been looking out of the window at this point, shouldn't I, to figure out what the order actually was. That's certainly 2 laps down. Certainly Leon Morel leading, and I think Pedro Oliveira second. And Charles Hall has now basically caught up with the back of the pack. The truck that had gone out to recover Doug Carter's car has returned without Doug Carter's car, because I think that's being moved independently.
Yeah.
Yeah, the marshals have just pushed it across the track.
Here it comes.
Which is probably the quicker way of doing it. And I think Bill Patterson's car's been pushed out of the way.
And Doug Carter's actually still sitting in it.
Yeah. So hopefully, without too much more to do, we should be racing again very soon. Car 5, yeah, that needed. It said it needed a straight tow. It didn't. It's been pulled in by the marshals, and the number 2 car's been retrieved by the fire van, and that's being towed away now. And that'll head back to the paddock. So it's probably going to be one more lap, I would think, behind the safety car in this Radical Club Challenge, round 6 of the season, so we're coming to the halfway point here, with races at Brands Hatch and Silverstone National Circuit already complete, races at Silverstone International on the 15th of August, Croft on the 20th of September, and Donington Park Grand Prix Circuit on the 17th of October to come between now and the end of the season. The championship running in 3 classes. Class A is for any Radical model, and it uses tuned motorbike engines up to 1500cc. And Radical SR3 models only are allowed in Class B, and they have to use production Suzuki Hayabusa engines up to 1500cc. Class C is for the Radical SR1s to a fixed factory specification. So they have to be as they left the factory. Safety car lights are out, and yes, the Bill Patterson car is out in Parc Fermé, so we're going to get underway with, it says 20 minutes of the race to go, but I don't quite believe that somehow. Green flag waves, and the race once again is underway. Leon Morel it is that is leading then. It is Pedro Oliveira second, so it's PR6 from SR3.
And Charles Hall chasing from the back.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where he gets
the
to.
77. 2 abreast into Church there. That's behind the leaders. The battle for 6th and 7th.
Charles Hall's made his way past 3 cars at least already, I can see.
And you can see how much more speed he's carrying than most of the others. Now this could be interesting because there's 2 of his teammates up ahead, and oof,
it's a lock of
Purple past the first of them.
Yeah.
And locks up. There's a moment up there, and one of them's locked up and slowed right down.
And yellow flag briefly was out. It's gone back in again, but the 2 leads are back down towards the end of the. What I think this is lap 4. I think.
Who knows? Who knows?
35 and 57. Morel and Oliveira. Aaron Rose 3rd. Ross Drew 4th. And although we've still not got nothing on TSL, I think it was Ben Higgs in 5th place.
Oh, and someone waving angrily from the cockpit as it's just been chopped coming out of the last corner.
So we've got the 3 LM racing cars, 1, 2 and 3. Was that Paul going past there? Or?
Yeah, and he's right at the back. So it was he who had the half spin at Rocket.
Yeah, so he made 3 or 4 places and then lost them again.
They did it all again. So you can see how angry he is because he's so hard into the throttle past here.
So we've now got some drivers on our screen, but they're not. Now they're in the right order. Got all of the right notes, but not necessarily in the right order. Now I think we have got them in the right order. And we're working what TSL thinks is lap 3. I think this is lap 5, I think. But anyway, 35 over the line is Neil Morel. He's ahead of Pedro Oliveira by 1.1 seconds. Aaron Rose is 3rd. Ross Drew is a bit of a gap back and forth. He's got Ben Higgs and Matthew Jones behind him. And the only Class A car that's in the top 10 besides Morel is the car in 3rd place, which is Aaron Rose. The rest of them have had dramas of various kinds, including for Charles Hall, who's got to burn from the stern once again. And he's not going to do that because he's headed into the pit lane. So Charles Hall's miserable second race comes to a premature conclusion.
Let discretion be the better part of valour, actually.
Very posh pit bull there with the LCD display that's I think linked to the TSA timing. It's not doing that much good at the moment, but that's quite exciting to see that on the pit wall. Anyway, Leon Morel's going to come through to complete another lap with 11 minutes to go. I think TSL have corrected that now as well. So 11 minutes to go in this race. It's Morel leading, Oliveira in second, each in their respective classes. Oliveira in 3rd. Got a message on the screen about full course yellow, but I think that's an old one. So
Rose is 3rd, isn't he? Then it's
sorry, Rose 3rd, yes.
Drew and then Jones up ahead of Higgs.
So Morel here looking good for a 5th win out of 6 this season, which is pulling away from Oliveira now. 1.9 seconds the gap. He's 3.3 seconds clear of his nearest class rival. In SR1, George Nutton, number 45, is leading this time by about 10 seconds from Martin Ball, and I suspect that some of those SR1 drivers were caught up in the shenanigans at the first corner.
I think it compressed the pack in the middle where they were, and at that point it's heart in your mouth job.
Yeah, so I'll keep an eye on the gaps there, because that ball might be closing on him. There's Ross Drew, he's got his work cut out, hasn't he, to keep Ben Higgs at bay. I think Higgs has got past Matthew Jones, has he? I think he may have done. Yes, he has. Matthew Jones in the number 99 car has dropped back down to 6th position now. Meanwhile, Leon Morel does the Blind Screen best lap of the race, a 1:06.445, which is 1.3 seconds slower than earlier on. And I suspect the track temperature has increased since then, and he said how the circuit was eating his tyres at the end of race 1. SR1 situation still the same. Nutton, though, the gap has come down a little, only about 5 seconds now from first to second. As we're watching Ross Drew, 1:17, go through with Ben Higgs and Matthew Jones now behind him. Then it's Scott Marshall in 7th place in the number 42.
Third in the SR1 class is the second Nutton. He's got Lear and Riley who've changed positions right on his tail.
Yeah, that's Darren Nutton, number 50. Both late entries for this weekend's racing. That's side by side, down into the corkscrew. They're all going to get through. Well, they do, I think. But ultimately, I think it's because number 99, Matthew Jones, has to back out of that a little bit. The driver from Leicester. Good East Midlands contingent. Here we've got Ross Drew from Nottingham in this scrap as well. Brother of Miles Drew. He's racing since 2010. They've been racing this car together for some time. It's the ex-James Brakell car, but the Drew brothers now prepare the car themselves. It's 4th and 6th that you can see on screen. Heading towards Rocket, but it's 35 Leon Morel the leader, 57 Pedro Oliveira second, and 8 Aaron Rose in 3rd place. And then this battle for 4th, which is absolutely nose to tail, comes through next. They are about 15 seconds behind the leader though. Oh, and Ross Drew's placed under threat here. That's Ben Higgs trying to go around the outside of him. This is the battle for 2nd place within Class B as well. And a change there, is it on the inside? It's Matthew Jones, number 99, on the inside line. That's then becomes the outside for the final corner of the lap. They can't quite make it work, I don't think.
Yeah, Higgs came up the inside of Jones, made it work into target.
Still side by side into the banking. And is that braked himself there? He's gone straight on. Number 99, Matthew Jones, goes straight on at the banking. Fortunately, a lot of runoff there. His rejoin was a little bit chaotic, but fortunately no one was coming through the corner at the time.
I think he was still pretty angry about being overtaken.
We're getting news. I've got the safety car on the timing screen, but there's no sign of any such action down on the pit wall. So
it's still lurking.
Yeah, I think that could be a phantom safety car on TSL, which has been behaving a little bit oddly throughout the race. So we're still racing at the moment. 1:17 car of Ross Drew has number 90 Ben Higgs alongside him now as they go through the corkscrew. This for 4th position, and Higgs, he muscles his way through, and Ross Drew almost comes to a dead stop there as Ben Higgs goes through. We might have a safety car now because the number 41 car has stopped on the side of the circuit. That's the Martin Ball, the SR1 winner from race 1, but he has continued now. So we won't need a safety car for that. So we've got 5 3/4 minutes of the race left. Leon Morel is leading, number 35, by 4.8 seconds from Pedro Oliveira. 2.2 seconds behind is Aaron Rose in third position. And now in fourth, it's Ben Higgs, because he's absolutely muscled his way past Ben Drew there. Off the circuit there is number 37, that's Scott Lear. He was the driver that's in the SR1 class, and he was second in SR1 behind George Nutton. And so he's going to have given that place up, I think. Leon Morel, though, still out in front. Not seen much of him on the stream, but he's been driving out on his own for much of the race, so we've been watching battles further back. His lead now is 5.6 seconds over Pedro Oliveira, who in turn is 4 seconds clear of Rose and about half a minute clear of his nearest rival in Class B. So round the banking go those two. That's Higgs and Drew. Drew will be keen to, I think, get fourth place back here, because he will feel a little bit aggrieved at the move that was made, I think, at the corkscrew a couple of laps ago. SR1 situation, you've got George Nutton. Now it's Darren Nutton who's up in second place within the SR1 class, albeit about 20 seconds behind George. 4 minutes to go. That's the 50 car, that's Darren Nutton then. Second in that class, he's got behind him the 47 car of Sharif Hosni, who is in Class B in his Radical SR3, so they're in different classes, these two. And Sharif Hosni should in fact be a bit quicker, you'd think, than the second place SR1 of Darren Nutton. The third car in that group is the 86 car, which is the Stephen Riley SR1, another of the LM Racing cars. Through the corkscrew they come, so there you get a good view of the SR1. Very quick in their own right. I mean, they're the slowest cars in this race, the SR1s, but they're still remarkably quick cars in their own right. Just looking at the lap times here for the SR1 leader. Yeah, they're about 4 seconds off the pace of Leon Morel in these conditions, and Morel not getting full chat, I don't think, in this race, because he doesn't need to. Not had too much Class A opposition. I can just see he's putting a lap on I think, the Stephen Riley car there.
106.06 is the best lap of the race early on to Leon Morel.
Yeah. And
he's in the 7s now, but most of the rest of them 9s, 10s. Personal best for Higgs there in 4th place. He has got down to a 1:10.307.
Yeah, so we've been working the last 2 minutes or so of this race. Leon Morel it is that's continuing to lead. He's going to get 2 more laps here, I think, before the end of the race. But more traffic for him to deal with first. Well, in fact, the checkered flag's being shown a little bit earlier than we anticipated. So, checkered flag goes out to Leon Morel. He wins by 10.1 seconds from Pedro Oliveira in 2nd place. And 3rd place goes the way of Aaron Rose. So an early checkered flag there, the 5th win out of 6 races for Leon Morel in the Radical Club Challenge. Oliveira 2nd and Rose 3rd. A few things to clear up at the end of that race, I think. A few incidents to deal with and issues to sort out.
Higgs and Drew are back in 4th and 5th, and then Jones completes the top 6 in car number 99. Nutton, so 45, the first of the Nuttons.
Yep.
That's George Nutton has won SR1, and in 2nd place has come up close to the end. It looks like some of the pits now, it looks like, but looks like Souster was second. That's Robert Souster, and the second of the Nuttons looks like he pitted.
Yeah. was third.
But it remains third in the
Yeah,
class.
there's the classification. 35 Leon Morel, the winner, from 57 Pedro Oliveira in second. 8 Aaron Rose was third. 90 Ben Higgs was fourth. 117 Ross Drew fifth. 99 Matthew Jones sixth. 42 Scott Marshall seventh ahead of 45 George Nutton. 30 Mark Grayson. 26 Robert South to complete on the top 10 ahead of Darren Nutton, Sherry Fosney, Stephen Riley and Scott Lear. Class winners being Morel and Oliveira and George Nutton. Martin Paul, he had dramas and was a lap down, so too was Christopher Seymour, Robert Gilman, Michael Seymour and Nicholas Bailey, and we lost Charles Hall, Ian Charles and Doug Carter during the course of that race.
So 2 really action-packed races we've just had there, Ian, with cars all over the shop.
Let's head down to Parc Ferme then, and Ben McCarthy is going to speak to Leon Morel.
Well, that was another very, very interesting Radical Club Challenge race. And you can see the number 57 there of Pedro Oliveira climbing out of his car. We're still awaiting the race winner, Leon Morel. So let's go and speak to Pedro, of course, also the winner of the B class in this race. We'll let him take his gloves off and then obviously his helmet so that he can hear us. Pedro, B-class winner, yet again. How did this afternoon's race compare to this morning's?
Yeah, it was good. Same plan as this morning. I was just trying to get out there, stay in front of my Class B competitors and yeah, drive away. And then it was good. First few laps managed to get past my teammate Aaron, who's in Class A, so that was good. It was quite a nice move around the outside. Well happy with that. But then yeah, managed to keep the lead in class and drive away with it again. Yeah.
Exactly that. First lap carnage. That was a lot of drivers had to take evasive action there.
Yeah, I don't quite know what happened, but there was a driver in front of me, went up in smoke and went off to the side. I couldn't see much because obviously I had smoke all over my face. But yeah, came back the next lap and there were loads of cars off the track.
Congratulations, well done on your Class B win.
Yeah, I want to thank my mechanics as well, because some people might know that yesterday was a very unfortunate day for us, and the mechanics spent pretty much the whole day and most of the night working to fix it. So yeah, thank you to my mechanics and everyone else in the team who helped me race today.
Pleased you gave them their just reward. Well done, Pedro. Great to speak to you. Let's go and speak to our race winner now. Leon, do you know what's better than one race-winning cap? Two. Yeah. Place that on your head.
2 sons, so it's only fair, isn't it?
You don't have to pick your favourite now. But another chaotic race out there today.
What was going off, to be fair? Yeah, I saw ambulances drive on the track in front of me and all sorts of stuff. I was like, yeah, I came around turn 1 and there was a Honda Civic flew across the track. So I guess someone was having some trouble in the middle. But yeah, no, 10 out of 10. Can't fault the car, can't thank the guys enough. Same old spiel, same different day. Yeah, lucky to do it, aren't we? Lucky to do it.
What's the feeling like when you're winning as well dominantly as you were there, but also successively? Victory earlier today, victory this evening?
It's the age-old problem, isn't it? You stood there listening to every nut, bolt, washer, looking at every temp. I was managing the gap on the pit wall, just trying not to do anything stupid. We absolutely grenaded the front left tyre in race 1. So we switched the tyres side to side and we're just focusing on sort of preserving. I think too many people quite often are so keen just to run flat out pace the whole race. It ain't no good for the machine, and you only ever find out on the last race of the year. So yeah, fingers crossed we have a good championship and on to the next one.
Well done, Leon. Right, Marcus, Ian, back to you for the final race on this Saturday.